Hi there Pisces, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for May. This month begins with the Sun in the part of your horoscope to do with your idea zone, and it's forging a stunning alliance with Pluto which is shaping your future. And there's probably been a big change in the last 6 years about what you want from life and the type of associations that you've had. You're always quite idealistic, and you can be exceptionally idealistic as this month begins and can be making some plans, having some potent conversations, but you need to proceed with caution because Saturn, the planet of structure, the planet of restriction, the coldest member of the planets, is going to be pressing your communication zone very toughly in weeks 1 and 2. And if you don't have your wits about you, you could find yourself instigating something, starting something off that actually is not going to go anywhere because you haven't thought it through fully. So you really need to do your research very, very carefully. This is because Saturn's going to be opposing Mercury and then the Sun across weeks 1 and 2. Also Venus moves on the 3rd of this month, and actually that can trigger a real improvement in your cash flow, which is definitely something to celebrate. But Venus is going to go face to face with Mars in week 2, and this suggests that there could be a desire to splash out on something rather glam or a big ticket item, but it could be something that you get a huge case of buyer's remorse around if you do. On the other hand, you could find yourself having an intense conversation with someone and being really drawn to them, but there may be some real differences between you. On the other hand, maybe you want to change something about your everyday existence, and somebody else will point out that there are catches to this, that it's not all plain sailing, and you need to be fair, especially around any agreements. If you rush them, you could find yourself in a spot of bother, particularly from the 7th when Mercury moves and squares up to your ruler, your co-ruler of Neptune. That suggests you could be very muddled for half a week then, especially when it comes to your home situation or your family life. Now there is going to be some real bubbly energies at the heart of this month. There is a full moon, which is suggesting if you're travelling, it's vitally important that you get all your documents in order, your inoculations done properly, that you don't head off on any travel plan without having some kind of contingencies, because if you do, you may find yourself coming unstuck. I also wouldn't rush anywhere in the first 3 weeks of this month. If you're going on a trip, go the scenic way, enjoy the journey. If you try to get there very, very quickly, you may find that you end up having some kind of delay, mishap, really not a pleasant experience. So planning is going to be vital. But it's also true about if you're thinking about anything or discussing anything, sometimes because of the very ethereal energies of your sign, you can get caught up in the dream and not look at the hard and fast facts. And you could waste a lot of time going off at a tangent when you need to stay with reality. At the heart of this month, there is a conjunction between Venus and Uranus. This suggests that you could receive some kind of cash bonus that you're not expecting, which can absolutely delight you, but it can leave you with a bit of a quandary. You're not quite sure if someone is trying to control or manipulate you. There could be a catch of some kind, so just be mindful of that. By the 19th, Mars starts to go forwards. In terms of your commercial situation or your business or property interest, that's good. It can bring to an end a period of frustration. Even around your needs intimacy-wise, this is going to be a good alteration. But the Sun moves on the 20th into the part of your scope to do with your foundations, your security. And that's what I'm saying to you. Ideas are all very well, but if you rush into making a big change, it is going to have an impact on the basic level of security, emotionally or structurally, in practical terms, in your world. And the Sun gets mangled up with Neptune as well. Once more, you could kid yourself about the feasibility of something, so do stay grounded. But as this month comes to a close, the Sun and also Mars forge an awesome angle, which can be very, very positive for you. And this suggests that something to do with property can really shape up very, very well for you, but it may mean some kind of transition. You may have to move, downsize, maybe you're going to take in a lodger, maybe you're going to run a business from home, but something can happen and it could be financially linked as well. Also, Venus moves into a glorious zone, as does Mercury, on the 28th and 29th of this month. And I think you're going to feel more sociable. You may even invite people around to your home and play mind host as the embers of this month comes to a close. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.